Here we're going to demonstrate breathing as a focused exercise. We'll do this exercise in order to just learn to control a little bit more of a diaphragmatic breathing pattern, and then use that breathing as we progress through a series of postures. Make sure we maintain a good breathing pattern. So what we'll do first is Jace is just going to place one hand on his sternum and one hand just below his rib cage. And I'm going to instruct Jace to breathe in deeper than normal, but not maximal. So maybe 75% of a full breath, and then back out. At first, I want you to just feel where your breath is starting from and where your breath is coming from as you breathe. We notice here that Jace initiates a little bit with his chest and a little bit with his diaphragm. I want to see that initiation of your breath come from your diaphragm with no movement happening at your chest until you get to maybe that 50 to 75% of that depth of the full breath. So we're going to have Jace just work on a few nice breaths, trying to get this hand to elevate with minimal movement at the sternum. Jace has improved as he's taken a few breaths. Once you feel like you've got good control over that breath, you can just let your hands come down to your side, focus on that good breath, and maybe work on some relaxation throughout your legs, throughout your shoulders, throughout your hands, and throughout your neck. Once we've mastered breathing laying flat, we're going to work up into some more dynamic postures. As we change the effect of gravity, breathing might become a little bit more difficult for some of us. So Jace, let's go on to both knees now. So Jace is going to come up, face this way, how about? Come up into tall kneeling, and he's going to place one hand on his sternum, one hand just below his rib cage, and make sure he can find that good breathing pattern in tall kneeling. Can also work on just some nice postural alignment between his shoulders, hips, and his head. So if he could just tuck his chin, just bring his ear back over his shoulders just a little more. Perfect. And then relax as you breathe. Good. And then lastly, we could take Jace up into standing and do the same thing.